What up, peeps? Welcome back to the flip side. We're finishing up the Mega Man Robot Masters tier list. We're going to be going through Mega Man 8, Mega Man 8 in base, 9, 10, and 11. Alright? So, starting off with an S tier Robot Master, we have Tengu Man. Tengu Man appeared in Mega Man 8 and also Mega Man in base, along with Astro Man, so that's pretty neat. Basically, Tengu Man, he's got a jetpack, he's flying around above you the whole time, he dive bombs you, he summons this sort of air ball that'll take you right off the stage, and he summons a tornado onto the ground. If you get caught in it, it launches you up toward him, and he drop kicks your face onto the ground. I think that's pretty nice. So in Mega Man in base, he's a lot more up close with his blades. He dive bombs you still, and he has a smaller tornado weapon. Alright, it's not so prevalent, all the air attacks, but, you know, he's still Tengu Man, alright? Mega Man 8 version is much cooler, though. His stage theme, it's alright. But what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the Mega Man 8 Robot Masters have absolutely atrocious voice acting. So without the voice acting, a lot of these guys would be a lot cooler. But unfortunately, yeah, their fights are very awkward because they have voice lines. And all you want to do is fight them. You don't want to listen to what they have to say. Anyway, moving on to Astro Man. Astro Man, he's sort of lame. I mean, to be honest, he doesn't even deserve B tier. He deserves C tier, alright? His design is very wacky, alright? He's got these two little floating balls that rotate around him, and he uses those as a weapon, and he also shoots a little energy ball at you in Mega Man 8, and he screen nukes the stage. Alright, he screen nukes the stage. But other than that, if you know the pattern for Astro Man, you can take him down easily in Mega Man 8. In the next game, Mega Man in base, he's got some new tricks up his sleeve. Alright, he duplicates himself, and those duplicates shoot more energy balls at you. He's a lot more active, alright? He's sort of dive bombing you from the ceiling, still throwing his energy balls at you, but one thing he does that's pretty new, another thing he does that's pretty new, is he shoots a humongous laser into the ground, which puts a hole right there, and that has missiles coming up from the ground. So I think that's pretty cool. Other than that, Astro Man, he's pretty lame. Alright, I don't care if he appeared into different games. He's still lame. And his stage themes are mid. Okay, moving on. Swordman. I like Swordman. He's cool, alright? I'm going to put him in A tier. I like him a lot. You know, with all the shit that Mega Man 8 gets, they were really cooking with these Robot Masters, alright? And, you know, voice acting aside, these guys were still pretty cool. Alright, let's get to Swordman here. Swordman, he basically is able to separate his top from his bottom. Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Alright, as I was saying, Swordman, he's got two different bodies, alright? His torso and his legs. Alright? But, starting off, he lets you know that it's not personal, man. It's just business, you know? He's got orders that he has to follow, alright? All he's gonna do is, you know, summon a humongous head to come crashing down on you, and he's gonna jump from the other side of the stage and, come back together, use his sword to, slash you up to bits with his fire attacks, and basically, and all he's gonna do is, spin around and around and around like a record player, baby. Okay? And then, he's gonna summon a big tornado of fire around him. All right? It's just business. All right? That's all it is. It's just business. All right? It's A-tier business. He's got orders. Moving on to Clown Man. And Sword Man's theme is mid. Clown Man, you suck, alright? I like his concept, but he sucks. He's lame. He's got weird voice acting. Alright, let's get to it. He's got a circus-themed stage. Basically, that's what he is. He's a clown. He has a sort of bar at the top that he's gonna swing around on. He's going to try and hit you, and he's going to form into a giant electric ball and bounce all over the stage somehow. And he's going to put his arms through the ground and right back up at your legs and try to electrocute you. That's basically all he's going to do. He's pretty lame, He looks like Pomni. Moving on. Searchman, he's pretty cool. I would honestly put him in A tier, to be honest with you. He's got 2 heads, alright? And here's how it goes. He's got a little spinny, thing. I don't really know how to describe it. He's gonna throw that. It's gonna bounce all over the stage, and it's gonna try to hit you. It's gonna go back and forth at the stage. And then he's going to summon a bunch of missiles that are going to go, down on you. You got to be at the right spot at the right time. And then he's going to disappear into one of 3 bushes. There's going to be a sort of a tracker that's going to try to home in on you, and it's going to shoot missiles at you. He's going to pop out of the bush. He's going to try to barrage you with even more missiles, and if he does that, all you can do is just spam Mega Buster until he's dead. So that's basically it. He's pretty cool. I like his stage theme. But anyway, moving on to Frostman. Frostman, he's very unique. Alright? He's one of the biggest robot masters. He's like the size of Hyperstorm H, but he's still pretty lame, alright? I like his design, though. He's got ice bricks for armor. Basically, all he does is jump around, and he throws ice bricks at you, but he also summons an ice wave that if you get caught in it, he rams you into the wall, alright? He's got a lot of different attacks. He forms a sort of he forms an ice weapon on his hand, and he tries to punch you into the wall, alright? And he drops all of his ice bricks from the ceiling onto you, but that's basically it. Frostman, I get what they were going for, but it's just so much missed potential, alright? Especially with the voice acting, it was atrocious, alright? Here's what you do. Here's what you not do for a Mega Man game. You don't have voice acting, alright? I didn't like the Mega Man 11 voice acting, and I didn't like Mega Man 8 voice acting, and I didn't like Mega Man Powered Up's voice acting, alright? It was horrible. Anyway, moving on to Grenade Man, who is lame as hell. He looks like a grenade. I like the design, but all he does is throw bombs at you. His 2 special attacks are dropping debris from the ceiling, and he has a bomb that flashes for a few seconds. That's basically it. And He destroys the floor, causing you to enter into a new part of the stage. That's basically it. Other than that, Grenade Man is still lame as hell. So, moving on to Aquaman, who is even more lame, putting him in D tier. Alright, I don't get what this design is. Is he supposed to be a fire hydrant? I don't get it. His voice acting is atrocious. Basically, he jumps around. He causes water to come up from above you. He throws water at you. He shoots water. That's all he does. All right. He's got a water cannon that somehow flows in different directions as it's coming out, which is weird. I don't know how that makes sense. But other than that, he's a little gremlin that deserves to stay in D tier. Moving on to Mega Man 9. Finally, wait, we're not done. We got Mega Man 8. We got Mega Man and Base. Starting off with Dynamo Man. Alright. I like Dynamo Man. He's going to go in B tier. Alright. He's another Robot Master that heals. Alright. Remember how Shade Man would dive bomb you and sort of bring you up to the ceiling and suck the energy out of you? Well, one thing that Dynamo Man will do is he'll cause a mechanism to come down from the ceiling. He'll jump in it, and he'll be healing up. You got to destroy that. You got to destroy that device simultaneously, while energy orbs are being launched at you. All right. Another thing that Dynamo Man does is he summons lightning and nukes your half of the stage with lightning bolts. Okay. I think that's pretty cool, and I like his death animation where his glass helmet cracks open before he explodes. I like that a lot. So moving on to Cold Man. Cold Man, he's lame as hell. All right, but okay, have you ever listened to his stage theme? It's an absolute S-tier theme! Alright, but we're not ranking Robot Masters based on their themes. We're talking about more than that here. And there's not really a lot more with Cold Man. Alright? He is built like a refrigerator. Alright? He summons an ice wall that he throws at you, and he summons a cloud. Okay, that's basically it. Other than that, he's a D tier refrigerator. So, moving on to Ground Man. I really like Ground Man, okay? He's going to go in A tier. Okay? He's another one of those Transformer bots. Alright, he sort of goes from tall robot to short little drill that charges at you. Okay, he burrows into the ground, comes back out, and tries to attack you. Oh, and another thing he does is go into the ground, and up from the ceiling comes a humongous drill. I don't know where that came from, but there's no way Ground Man turned into that humongous thing. So, I like the fight a lot. And his stage theme, it's pretty... it's alright, but it's still good. Other than that, Ground Man is an A tier. Alright? I like his concept. He's got drills all over his body. Alright, he's even got some horns on his head here. I like the design a lot. Moving on to Pirate Man. Pirate Man, he's just not as cool, alright, as he should have been. A lot of missed potential. Basically, he looks like a pirate, which is nice, but all he does is raise the water level and throw mines at you. So it's an underwater. It's a half underwater fight where you're dodging mines, and he summons a bubble around him for a short time. I don't know. Other than that, Pirate Man, he's cool. I like what they were going for, but he's not as cool as Magic Man. Magic Man is cool, but he's still going to go in B tier. Okay. He's like a better version of Pirate Man, you know? I like his design. He looks like a magician or, you know, circus master or whatever you call a person that is in charge of the circus, you know. He's got the top hat too and the crazy glasses, and he's got weird like rectangle playing cards on his shoulders. I don't know what that's about, but basically coming in, he takes his cape off, which makes him appear into the stage, and he throws playing cards at you and other stuff. I completely forgot, but yeah, that's basically it. He's got a circus-themed stage, sort of like Clown Man, but I like what they were going for Magic Man, alright? He looks cool, and he does cool stuff. That's basically it. B tier. Alright, moving on to Burner Man. Alright, Burner Man, meh, I don't like Burner Man, alright? His lore is that, you know, King, he told him that he has to burn down a forest each day or else he'll die. That's very weird. Basically, he's got fire coming out of his fingers and his head, and he's got gasoline things on his shoulders. Basically, all he does is jump at you and throw flames and bombs at you. That's it. That's really it. I mean, I like that his fire is sort of greenish blue, but that's really about it. Burner Man has a lot of missed potential, alright? I get why Mega Man in base didn't hit as hard as Mega Man 8. So, with that out of the way, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where did the other guy go? I don't know. Alright, I must have miscounted. Alright, moving on to Mega Man 9. The good shit! Peak Mega Man! Alright? Peak Mega Man. Voice crack right there. Damn! Anyway, moving on to Concrete Man. We're not starting off strong here, but Concrete Man, he's gonna go in C tier. Alright? He's basically Guts Man 2.0. Alright? He's deadlier than Guts Man. He's faster, and he's taller than Guts Man. At least in the 8-bit game, alright? Appearance. Basically, he throws concrete shots at you that will freeze you and give Concrete Man a free shot, which basically, Concrete Man, he hits like a truck, okay? You do not want this man to touch you, alright? Moving on. Also, what he's going to do is try to ram into you, alright? Which hits like a truck. Basically, if you get hit by him, it's like getting hit by a Ford F-150, alright? He's also going to try to stun you by jumping up and going and dropping down to shake the ground. So that's basically it. If you know you basically want to stay as far away from him as possible. You know, it's like playing tag. A lot of these guys like to play tag with you. And if you know how to keep your distance, you can take him down with ease. I like fighting Concrete Man with the Mega Buster because it's a long and arduous battle, but it never gets boring. Alright? You're always on your toes. And that's something that I like about Mega Man 9, is that they kept you on your toes the whole time. You know, it may be a difficult game, but it doesn't leave you feeling defeated. You know, it makes you want to keep trying over and over and over again. I still haven't beat Dr. Wily in Mega Man 9, but I'm not going to stop trying because it's a good fight. Alright, and by the way, Concrete Man has like top 5 Mega Man Robot Master themes in the entire series. Alright, top 5. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I will die on that hill. Go listen to it. Go fucking listen to Concrete Man stage. It's actually a close tie with Metal Man's theme. I fucking love Metal Man's theme and Concrete Man's theme. I can listen to it every single day without getting tired of it, alright? Moving on to Tornado Man. I like him. He's pretty cool. I'm going to put him in B tier, alright? Basically, he's got spikes at the top of the stage, so if you jump too high while he summons his tornadoes, you'll go right into him. But basically, when he's up in the air, he's got a tornado surrounding his legs, which I think is pretty cool. And he raises his arm, and his fan blades around his wrists summon the tornadoes that do damage to you from below. I think that's pretty cool. So, moving on, I like Tornado Man's design, alright, and his stage theme is pretty nice. So, we're going to get to Plug Man. Plug Man, you suck, alright? I don't like his design, okay? All he does is jump around and summon plug balls around the ground, okay? I don't even like using the Jewel satellite shield to defeat him. It's an inconvenient boss weakness, alright? And trying to defeat him with Mega Buster is hard enough. So, I don't like the fight, I don't like his design, and I don't like his... I mean, his stage theme is okay. There's no bad Mega Man 9 theme, but Plug Man would probably be the most mid of the mid stuff in Mega Man 9, alright? He's the definition of mid in Mega Man 9. Moving on to Splash Woman. Splash Woman! Yeah, you heard that correctly. Splash Woman. Oh, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that. Splash Woman, she's gonna go in B tier, alright? First, female robot master. I think that's pretty cool. We needed a lot more female robot masters. So basically, she's built like a mermaid, and it's an underwater fight. She summons robot fish to come from side to side, and she's gonna swim up to the top and shoot her trident energy beams down from above, and she's gonna dive bomb you with her trident and gonna do the same thing over and over again. She's got a cool singing animation when she summons the fish, but she's pretty cool. But you know what Capcom decided to do because it's Splash Woman and not Splash Man? For 1 damage that everyone else takes, Splash Woman takes 2. Capcom, you knew what you were doing. You knew exactly what you were doing. Anyway, Jewel Man. Jewel Man, he's probably gonna go in, you know what? I like him though, but he's not good enough to be on the same level as Tornado Man or Splash Woman, alright? Jewel Man's gonna go in C tier. Supposedly he's the gay one, which is weird. I don't know how a robot can be gay. I mean, Dr. Light designed him, so... Yeah, I don't know how Jewel Man can be gay, alright? But anyway, I like his design. He's got a pink jewel on his head. He summons jewels as a shield, and he's gonna charge at you. You have to have him jump over you by pressing the jump button. So, yeah, that's basically it. He's just gonna walk across the stage, gonna try to bump into you, and he's gonna shoot his jewels at you. If you try to shoot him while he has the jewels active, the shots will deflect and he'll shoot his jewels at you. Best thing to do is just play the waiting game and have him finally throw all of his jewels at you at once and try to dodge those, because then he'll just be walking for a little while and it'll be free reign to blast him. So that's basically it for Jewel Man. And his stage theme is great. Alright? Along with Hornet Man's theme. Hornet Man's theme is great as well. I like Hornet Man, but he's like Jewel Man. He's cool, but he's not cool enough to be on B tier. Okay? Basically, Hornet Man, I like his design. It's like a humanoid hornet. Anyway, he summons robot hornets to home in on you. That's basically it. He goes from one side of the stage to the other, summoning 3 hornets at a time to home in at you. That's basically it. Okay? Splash Woman at one point was going to be switched with Hornet Man. It was going to be Honey Woman, and I think it was going to be Splash Man or something like that. But I feel like if they did Splash Man, it would look too similar to Neptune over here. So I feel like that's one of the reasons they just kept Splash Woman. Alright, and I'm glad they did because it fits her. Okay? A mermaid, that's cool. Anyway, moving on to Magma Man. That used to be my old childhood Minecraft screen name, was just Magma Man. I had no idea Mega Man 9 existed. So, oh man, I want to put Magma Man in B tier, but he's just not cool enough. I like his design though. He's like a pot with magma bubbling up to the surface. All right. I like how some of them have like bug face designs. You know, sort of like Magma Man and Venus and Needle Man and Blizzard Man and Air Man. Who else? Napalm Man, and that's basically it. But yeah, I like how some of them have like bug faces. Anyway, basically all he's gonna do is he's gonna jump around and shoot magma in 3 different directions. When you get his weapon, you can charge it up, which I think is pretty nice. But to be honest, I've never really had a use for equipping the magma weapon. Okay, I've only used it against Hornet Man. That's basically it. I haven't found a use for it. Alright? But I like his stage theme. Alright? I like it a lot. Anyway, moving on to the last of Mega Man 9. Galaxy Man! I'm gonna put him in A tier because he's super cool. Alright? He's a UFO. Okay? But he appears, silver in the box art. But when you're fighting him, he's changing colors constantly. He's like a rainbow UFO that flies. He's a cute little rainbow UFO that flies around and shoots black holes at you, which try to suck you in. All right, and it feels like Galaxy Man's having a great time. All right, he's just flying around. He doesn't ever look angry. He just looks like he's having a good time, just flying around, just shooting black holes at you and changing colors like a little disco robot. So that's why Galaxy Man is an A tier. All right, he's very original. Okay, he's like my favorite out of all of the Mega Man 9 Robot Masters. Okay, Galaxy Man on top. Anyway, moving on to Mega Man 10. At Mega Man 10, a lot of people dick ride this game, but honestly, I thought it was just okay. I mean, I guess you could say they tried with the Robot Masters here. I mean, you have Chill Man, and you have Pump Man, who's already a freaking water-themed boss. You have a guy who's a baseball. Okay? And what's going on with Blade Man? Why is Blade Man looking like that? He already has a blade for a head, and then he has blades for arms? I mean, what the hell? What the hell were they cooking up with Mega Man 10? Alright? The only guys I really do like are Commando Man, Solar Man, Nitro Man, and Sheep Man. Everyone else is kind of lame. Let's just go through these one by one. Blade Man is lame, alright? I already talked about his stupid design. All he does is go from one wall to the other and shoot 3 blades at you. That's it. That's it. His stage theme is mid. His weapon, though, is very useful in Mega Man 10, alright? I found myself using that weapon constantly. Okay? What you want to do is go for Commando Man first. You want to learn his pattern so you can get Blade Man right after, and you have that weapon for throughout the rest of the robot stages. Alright, it's a pretty convenient weapon to have. So, but other than that, Blade Man is just gonna go in C tier. Pump Man is gonna go in fucking D tier. Alright, his design is lame. Okay, all he does is jump around and shoot water bubbles at you. He summons that water shield and jumps around at you, and then he throws it all over the stage. That's all he does. Alright, his stage theme is mid. His design sucks. Okay? And that's it. He's just gonna go in D tier. Moving on to Commando Man. Alright. He even is going commando with his white waist. Alright, looking like he's a tank wearing underwear. I like him a lot. He's gonna go in A tier, okay? This man is a whole tank. Alright, he's not as cool as Mars, but he's still a tank. Okay? He's jumping around, shooting homing missiles at you, which they have an impact, alright? They got a fire wave coming out of him, and then he's jumping and coming right back down to shake the ground to try to stun you. I think he's pretty cool. I like his stage theme, okay? And his stage, it's sort of like they put him right in the middle of Iraq. Alright, remember when it seemed like Napalm Man's theme stage was right in the middle of Vietnam? Well, I feel like Commando Man's is right in the middle of Iraq. Okay, or Iran or whatever. Out there in the desert where all the war is. But anyway, imagine fighting over land. Imagine fighting over shit land out in the Middle East. Could you imagine that? There's nothing there. It's just fucking dirt and sand and shit. So anyway, moving on to Chill Man. Chill Man, I like what they were going for, but he looks like an ice version of Dynamo Man. Okay? His design isn't very original. He looks like a combination of Dynamo Man and Freeze Man. Okay? That's really about it. Okay? And fighting this motherfucker is horrible. Okay? Using his weakness is not even as effective as using the Mega Buster, okay? It's easier to learn Chill Man's pattern and avoid getting frozen, which gives Chill Man a free hit, of course, sort of like a lot of them, actually. I'm not just gonna say Concrete Man and shit, but yeah, it's better to learn the pattern with the Mega Buster than getting frozen a billion majillion times trying to just spam the Solar Man weapon. Alright? And also, Chill Man's theme is mid as hell. Alright? Moving on to Sheep Man. I like Sheep Man, okay? I'm gonna put him right smack into B tier. Yeah, have you ever heard that book? It's called Do Cyborgs Dream of Electric Sheep? Well, this is basically that, okay, in a game. It's basically the title of the book put into Mega Man 10. Alright, a lot of people give Sheep Man a bunch of shit, alright, but personally, I like where they were going with Sheep Man. I like his design, you know. He separates into 4 different clouds that shoot down lightning, okay? So, that's basically it. That's all Sheep Man does, and he shoots lightning ball at you. That's basically it. But I like Sheepman's stage theme. It's pretty nice. And I like his design, and I like his fight too. It's not too hard and it's not too difficult. You just can't be a dumbass. That's basically it. Don't be a dumbass and you can beat Sheepman with the Mega Buster. So, moving on to Strike Man. You know what? I really don't like Strike Man. I really think they could have gone with something else. Why do we need a baseball-themed robot? You know, why do we need that? Okay, he's literally a baseball. He throws bouncy balls at you, and he turns into a bouncy ball. That's it. He's got a baseball glove for a hand. So, I think that's pretty stupid. His stage theme is okay. It's a lot better than most of them in the roster, but that's really about it. Strike Man can stay in C tier. I'll die on that hill. Except for Nitro Man. Nitro Man is going to go in A tier because he's cool. Okay, he's another one of those Transformers. He turns into a bicycle. He turns into a motorcycle, excuse me. And charges at you. Alright? His visor comes down. He transforms into a bike and charges at you. Alright? And he sort of shoots metal blades but the metal blades, they roll on the wall and on the floor. And he shoots so many of them, it's hard to dodge. But I like using his weakness against Nitro Man. Basically, you got to use the chill spike. You got to put it on the ground so that the spikes pop his tires. I think that's a cool concept, and that's why I'm putting Nitro Man in A tier. All right, his stage theme isn't great, but I love his design and I love his concept, which is why he's going in A tier. Okay. The ones that transform into vehicles and, just do different stuff, they're pretty cool. All right, if you do it correctly, it's awesome. But moving on to Solar Man. Solar Man, he's gonna go in B tier. He's just not as cool as Nitro Man. Solar Man, basically, he summons a ball of fire on his head, and he shoots that at you. And he jumps around sort of like he's dancing, which is weird. I don't know what the lore is about that, but I like Solar Man's design, and his stage theme is like top 10 in the Mega Man franchise. Top 10 Mega Man Robot Master themes. Solar Man is in there. Alright. So, moving on. And I like how it sort of looks like Solar Man has a sombrero on his head. I don't know why it looks like that. I don't know why I think about a sombrero whenever I think about Solar Man. It's just cool. Like a robot wearing a sombrero that summons balls of flames at the top. I think that's pretty cool. Does anybody else see a sombrero on Solar Man's head? Let me know in the comments section down below. Alright, the last of the Mega Man robots. Alright. We even got the DOS ones down here, but we're not going to be counting those. And yeah, stuff like that. Starting off with Brickman. Brickman, I guess you could say he's okay. He's not bottom of the barrel. I think his design is lame. Okay? Basically, he just summons bricks to fall on your head, and then he uses the... Okay, this is the introduction to the double gear system. Alright, Dr. Wily's double gear system. You know what? I didn't actually like Mega Man 11. They had fucking voice acting in there and everything. I don't think they did good with the voice acting. I don't think they did good implementing the double gear system. I don't like the fucking design of anything. And the stage themes are all bland. Alright? The best you're gonna get is Impact Man and Fuse Man. That's all you're gonna get for a good stage theme. Okay? Is those two. Alright? And they really could have done better with the robot designs. Alright? They all look the same. I'm sorry. Blast Man looks very similar to Tunja Man. And Torchman, he could have looked a little bit better. I mean, he's got flames coming out of his shoulders. That's cool. Acid Man, I mean, what were they doing with Acid Man? Bounce Man? As if we have people that shoot balls already. Strike Man. Astro Man. And probably someone else, too. Alright, fuck it. So, yeah, I actually did not like Mega Man 11 at all. Alright, I didn't like Mega Man's design either. Alright. And having to force you to use the double gear system to get past certain parts of stages is shit. It's fucking shit. Capcom, go back to 8-bit. Go back to 8-bit. Go back to Mega Man 7 style or 8 style. Just do not do the same shit you just did for Mega Man 11. Please. Please. I fucking bought Mega Man 11 and I fucking did not... I played it for a little while. You know, I played it for a few hours and I was like, fuck this game. Fuck this game. Alright? But let's just get through this, alright? Okay, so going back to Brickman, he just throws bricks at you, and then he uses the Power Gear system to turn into a humongous version of himself. You know, he tries to slam you into the ground and stuff like that. You got to shoot his core. So that's basically it. Moving on to, and the only good, okay, let me just get Torchman out of the way. The only good Robot Masters are just Impact Man and Torchman. All right, let me just talk about Torchman real quick. After all the shit that I gave Mega Man 11, the only good, excellent thing they did in that game was Torchman. All right, they, you know, we already have a Torchman in the Mega Man DOS games, but they're not canon, so they said, fuck it, we're gonna make Torchman again. And you want to know what they did? They made him one of the best Robot Masters in the worst fucking... One of the worst Mega Man games has one of the best Robot Masters. I find that just appalling. You know, just that whole game, that whole fucking Mega Man 11, like, almost puts him in fucking A tier, but I choose to separate the robot from the Robot Masters, okay? I choose to separate the robot from the game, alright? Torchman alone is one of the greatest Robot Masters ever, alright? He shoots flaming fists at you, alright? He throws flaming wheels at you, and he jumps up into the stage and dive bombs you with a kick, a flaming kick, mind you. And he only gets stronger with the double gear system, where he uses the power gear to just power himself up and turns into a fucking fire demon, kicking and shooting fire at you. It's great. All right, he's on par with everyone else on S tier. All right, I also just want to get Impact Man out of the way because he's also great. All right, he's going in A tier. All right, we have to separate the robot from the game here. All right, Impact Man. He's another one of those Transformers. That's what I like. All right. Basically, he tries to, ram you into the wall. Hence the name Impact. But what he also does is he turns into this triangular, spiky mechanism to try and stab you, and then he uses the power gear to turn into a bigger version of that, which I think is pretty cool. He turns into this humongous machine, this deadly multicolored machine. Okay, I like that a lot. All right, the concept that Impact Man has with the power gear is cooler than Brickman's. All right, Brickman just turns into a bigger version of himself. Impact Man turns into a whole nother machine. Alright, he turns into a whole nother creature. Okay? Also, Impact Man's theme is probably the best out of Mega Man 11. So, alright, now that we have those out of the way, let's just get the worst, possibly top 5 worst Robot Masters. Bounce Man. They could have came up with anything else, but Capcom just has to fucking lower the bar. Just has to lower the bar all the time with enemy concepts. Alright, what the fuck were they doing with Bounce Man? Okay? Okay. Fucking Strike Man uses bouncy balls at you. Blizzard Man, I forgot, turns into a ball. Astro Man throws balls at you. Okay? His space testicles, I like to call them. And yeah, I'd say even Spring Man qualifies for using bouncy things because he's got those springs that bounce at you and shit like that. And Bubble Man, he's got little bouncy bubbles that try to do damage to you. So what the fuck is Capcom doing with all this bouncy shit? Why don't they go? They should go bounce out of here, okay? Alright, they need to fucking bounce out of here, rethink what they're going to do with Mega Man, and just say, fuck it, go back to 8-bit, alright? It worked with Mega Man 9, and it worked with Mega Man 10, as mid as Mega Man 10 might be, alright? But, anyway, Bounce Man, basically all he does is bounce around the stage and use his arms to, he extends his arms to try to punch you, which, by the way, Spring Man already did that, Capcom. They already did stuff like that. Alright? It's not fucking original. And his stage theme is also ass. Alright? Anyway, moving on to Fuse Man. Fuse Man, he's cool, but all he does is zip around the stage and throw electricity at you. That's basically it. His design is mid as hell. It's just yellow. And those wannabe horns on his head, get the hell out of here. His stage theme is alright. But moving on to Blast Man. I'd say Blast Man, he's like on the same level of B tierness as Fuse Man. Basically he's not as cool. He's basically Grenade Man light. Alright? All Blast Man does is throw an array of bombs at you and summon, like, mines that try to home in at you. Alright? Grenade Man, he used bomb weapons so much better. Alright, he even destroys the floor below you with bombs to summon another part of the stage. Alright, does Blast Man do that? No. All he does is use the Power Gear system to do bombs, the same shit, but bigger. Alright. Moving on to Tundra Man. Alright, Tundra Man, I like what they were doing with this, but it just doesn't hit. Okay. Tundra Man, he's basically an ice skater. He's twirling and jumping around, ice skating, while he has the lights shining on him, and he uses the speed gear system to just do that, but faster. So that's basically it. Tundra Man is mid, okay, along with Acid Man. Acid Man's mid too, okay. Basically, all he does is summon an acid shield, and he shoots acid at you, and he uses the and he sort of swims in the acid and causes a acid wave to charge at you, and he uses the speed gear system to just do that but faster. So that's basically it. Sucks we have to end on such a low level, but now you know all of my Mega Man opinions. Alright, I might do a Dr. Wily Wily Machine tier list, but we'll save that for another day. So without further ado, and I know it's Star Wars Day, but I didn't have Star Wars shit to talk about. I wanted to finish the tier list. So that's basically it. Alright. S tier, we got Metal Man, cool as hell. Possibly the best robot master to ever exist. Shadow Man, who crashed down from space and is a ninja. I think he's a star droid. Pharaoh Man, who's just cool. Mars, a space tank. Centaur Man, who needs no introduction. Shade Man, who's a vampire bat. We got Tengu Man, who's a flying samurai tornado summoning robot. And we have Torch Man, alright, who turned fire attacks into a martial art. Okay, A tier, we got Fireman, Elect Man, Quick Man, Heat Man, Gemini Man, Buster Rod G, Skull Man, Pluto, Gravity Man, Napalm Man, Tomahawk Man, Yamato Man, Slash Man, Turbo Man, Sword Man, Search Man, Ground Man, Galaxy Man, Commando Man, Nitro Man, and Impact Man. B tier, we got Cut Man, Guts Man, Bomb Man, Wood Man, Magnet Man, Snake Man, Mega Water S, Dive Man, Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune, Gyro Man, Flame Man, Night Man, Freeze Man, Junk Man, Cloud Man, Dynamo Man, Pirate Man, Magic Man, Tornado Man, Splash Woman, Sheep Man, Solar Man, Fuse Man, Blast Man, Tundra Man, and Acid Man. C tier, we got Air Man, Bubble Man, Crash Man, Needle Man, Hard Man, Spark Man, Hyperstorm H, Bright Man, Drill Man, Uranus, Wave Man, Stone Man, Star Man, Blizzard Man, Spring Man, Astro Man, Clown Man, Frost Man, Grenade Man, Burner Man, Concrete Man. And Burner Man, that's really original, Capcom. I mean, seriously? Seriously? Oh, my computer's running low. Alright. Concrete Man, Jewel Man, Hornet Man, Magnet Man, Blade Man, Chill Man, Strike Man, and Brick Man. D tier, the worst of the worst. I will die on this hill. Iceman, Time Man, Oil Man, Flash Man, Top Man, Toad Man, Ring Man, Dust Man, Venus, Saturn, Charge Man, Crystal Man, Plant Man, Wind Man, Burst Man. Burst Man's such a stupid fucking name. Aquaman, not Chill Man. I forgot. Oh, you know why I forgot his name? Because his name is fucking Cold Man. Alright, and last three, Plug Man, Pump Man, and Bounce Man. Boo, Bounce Man. So, that's basically it. This is the only correct Robot Master tier list you'll ever find on the internet. So, congratulations if you made it this far. Leave a leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And if you are so inclined, hit that bell so you know whenever I'm uploading. All right, once a week, maybe every other week, maybe twice in 1 week, I don't know. But this is it. So let me know if you want any more Mega Man content. I'm probably going to do a few other more videos because I am a fan of Mega Man. But 80 subscribers, Mario Kart Tour Prison, Part 6. Alright, we're going to wrap up the shitty, CapCut Android phone camera series. Okay, bashing the Mario Kart server that I got banned from. So that's basically it. with all that said, and without a further ado, I will see you all next week, hopefully back on the flip side. Peace out.